Hello my friends, I'm Luke Neller and you're watching Best Replays of the Week. Like we promised, there will be no break, and that means more cool and crazy replays. In this episode, how to turn a Batchat invisible, why is the Object 704 the most dangerous gun in the Wild West, and finally, how to win against 4 enemies when you're out of shells. But first, as always, the warm-up. The warm-up begins on Erlenberg, where we follow an indestructible E-50M near the end of the battle. See for yourself. The enemies try everything to stop this German from being the hero. I guess 1 HP is all you need for carrying. An ally in a similar tank is clipped down by the Batchat Leon, and counting the shots tells us that it has 3 shells left in the drum. Ricochet, bounce, and another ricochet. And just so the other Batchat doesn't feel left out, a bounce from him too. For dessert, how about killing the first arty, starting the capture, and then killing the second arty as well. Let's continue. The Province map, also known as the Crazy Sandbox, introduces the American T-57 SPG and its friends. A naughty little T-7 combat car loves to run around, and no warzone can keep this kid from playing with his artillery friend. Just look how enthusiastically he fires at the arty with his water pistol. What persistence! The T-57 is swept along in the insanity. An arty mode shot from 50 meters away? Of course, I'm an SPG. In the end, such rough play ends in tears. The T-7 hurts himself, and our little arty finally figures out how to shoot in TD mode. Well done, boys and girls. The warm-up ends on Muravanka. Near the end of the battle, the ISU-152 is doing his best to help the last remaining ally with his mighty gun. The lamp lights up. Who could see me here? Mother of God, what are you doing here? The peaceful sight of 2 enemies sharing the same bush doesn't last for long. But I wonder which one was more surprised. Okay, that's it for the warm-up. Let's proceed to the awards. The Scout of the Week goes by the call sign Sergey 1811 1991, and he's driving the Batchat. The forest of Muravanka is a very interesting place. Not because of the skirmish fights, but because it's possible to vanish in there. In these cases, the battle can look like an episode from the Exciting Life of Stones documentary. Our champion scout will now demonstrate how this happens. Hide in the bushes and hold still. That's it. The enemies are so close that a loud sneeze could give away the Frenchman's position. So close, in fact, that the distance between them is less than 100 meters. Amazing. The battle goes on. Enemies get spotted and killed, and the bat just sits there spotting. The French crew has nothing to do but drink coffee. Sometimes they turn the turret to show that they are still alive. Wait, doesn't this remind you of scouting on Malinovka? The answer is no! Near the end of the battle, the Frenchman is stirred into action, and he seeks out all the enemy artillery pieces. He also spots several tanks and sends some of them to the garage for good measure. The result? 9,000 damage from spotting, a patrol duty medal, and the title of Best Scout of the Week. Congratulations! This week's champion Confederate is the player called Pogranitz, driving his Chinese T-34-2 medium tank. The map is Cliff. Early in the battle, the Chinaman finds a nice position and starts firing on the enemy, but there is no chance to focus on any single opponent. Finally, a plump and tasty T-32 shows its side. Several shots and an allied arty takes the anticipated kill. Okay, it doesn't matter, especially as an enemy A-44 is showing its butt so disrespectfully. This is an insult that a brave Chinese warrior can't let go unpunished. And justice is served, but by the hand of the allied E-25. But it still doesn't matter. A T-43 shows itself and seems willing to become the first exhibit of the Kill Museum. In a familiar fashion, the enemy is taken down to a one-shot from death. And then the kill is stolen by an ally. This time a Hellcat. Our star finally scores an actual kill on the enemy Indian, but this is not enough to change his path. An IS-6 shows its side, just one more shot and, well, you know what comes next. Yeah. A dramatic showdown brings the Chinaman another kill in the Object 416, but it's a bittersweet victory. Just 2 kills from what should have been a Top Gun. But that's why we are here! Gold, a medal, and the title of Confederate of the Week should remind Pogranitz that there is still justice in the world of tanks. Congratulations! This week's best defender goes by the call sign Nicholas Dendy, and he's driving an IS-6. The map is Abbey, a favorite for winning in this category. The battle starts as these things tend to go. The IS fights, and he even carries his flank. And then, bam! The score is 19-13 and the base is being captured. What to do? It's time to engage Defender mode. The VK-3002M isn't much of an invader. A single shell is all it takes to sort him out. The Tiger 1 is a much more serious threat. A few good hits are enough to make the cat seat cover. But the beast is not alone. The Panzer S5 is looking to join the fight. A quick skirmish at medium distance ends this battle for the TD, and things are almost peaceful for a moment. The breather is interrupted by another attempt to stun the IS with the siren. The Tiger is still there, but this time he won't escape the wrath of the Soviet killing machine. Another capture right away? How many times? Panzer S5. I think your brother just tried to show us how tough he was. Unfortunately, the base has a lot of cover from dead enemies now. Okay, finish off the GW Panther with the second to last shell, and then it's time to get creative. But think fast, because the base is quickly being captured for what feels like 100th time. There aren't really any alternatives. Drive up to the enemy and trust in the last shell. The last shell connects, but so does the enemies. And now it's time to wrestle. 39 HP versus 45. Who will win? The IS has the weight advantage, but the enemy has shells. A ram leads the TD with only 4 HP. This close range dance is almost intimate. Anything to keep away from the reticle, and yes! A second hard ram finally brings the Soviet heavy the well-deserved victory. Courage, skill, and a steadfast faith in himself have carried Nicholas Dendy through becoming this episode's Defender of the Week. Gold and a special medal come with the title. Congratulations. The Top Gun of the Week uses the call sign Michel2707 and he drives an Object 704. Guarding the eastern flank of the Siegfried line is an important job, and one that's often rewarded. For Michel, it starts paying off soon after the start of the battle. For some reason, the enemy Lovi seems to think that a 704 is not that dangerous, as it drives forward, ignoring the shots. Silly lion. The score is 1-5, and it's time to swap to the other flank. By the time the 704 has traveled the 300 meters, the score is 2-7. It's time to take the safety off his gun. It's time for a showdown. The hero of our story narrows his eyes like Clint Eastwood in a western and draws his trusty Colt. Type 59, T25-2, IS-3, T34-1, Ferdinand, KV-3. Did you catch all that? Look again. Type 59, T25-2, IS-3, T34-1, Ferdinand, and KV-3. Our short film, The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly Object is over. Back to the normal game mode. Of course, this is still hardly normal. Our tank buster does miss a shot on the E75, but he takes out the T-30 almost instantly. There is no stopping the 704 now. The proof is in the smoking remains of the VK-3002D, the Panzer S5, and the above-mentioned E75. Phew, I guess that's it. Well, almost it. The two enemy arty shouldn't be a problem. Driving to the base reveals the 212A. The SPG fails at hide and seek and is sent to the garage in smoking pieces. Only one enemy left, and there's even a living ally. The top guns of the show haven't seen such good odds in a long time. Oh wait, false alarm, now the ally is dead, and it's time to secure the win. Waiting, here's the enemy, and then he's gone. A great victory! 13 kills, and the respect of all Western fans is today's recipe for winning the title of Top Gun of the Week. Congratulations! We have arrived to the main category, the Best Replay of the Week. The honor of the title goes to the player Lee Haluka, driving his E25. The fighting on Arctic region is intense from the start. The nimble little TD tries some mountain climbing, but soon he has to turn and start fighting, because the enemies have already arrived. A series of shots fired at the KV-1S ends with an uneyed kill. A quick change of target priorities and a pair of enemy IS tanks learn why they should fear the E-25's quick-firing gun. Both escape with their lives, but only barely. Nevertheless, it's time to relocate to a safer location. Taking position on the hill, the E-25 deals out pain and death to enemy heavies. They go down one by one, but unfortunately his allies are dying even faster. After helping the Tiger finish off an enemy Su-122-44, our champion charges into close combat with the remaining enemies. An annoying MT-25 is killed with a shot and ram combo. But then a lot of things happen in just 1 second. Another IS tank is laid to rest, the ammunition runs out, and the last remaining ally gets destroyed. 1 against 4, no shells. How do you like the situation? Intrigued? You should be. The only chance remaining is to go for the enemy base. The E-25 knows this and speeds towards destiny at 65 km an hour without losing a single second. There are obstacles on the way to success, like the enemy's arty. An instant decision and the SPG is one-shotted with a ram. Some tense moments are spent watching the progress bar. The victory download is almost complete. Yes! The enemies show up, but it's too late. Less arguing and more playing, guys. The title of Best Replay of the Week is absolutely deserved. Congratulations! We are happy to award you with the gold and the Special Achievement Medal. Excellent work! And that's all from me. You can see the How to Get on Best Replays of the Week link. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and comment on the videos if you want to see more. We are interested in hearing your opinions. If you like the show, make sure to watch the other episodes of Best Replays of the Week and RNG. You might have missed some. Now that really is all. I am Luke Neller, thanks for watching and see you next time.